Hello, good morning and welcome to the channel. We are heading up to Home Bargains to get stocked up on... The tyre must be needing air. So pulling way over to the left. Yeah. I did suspect that maybe it was going flat. Yeah, it seems pretty bad. Jesus. I've got a pump in there. Oh, aye. Normally I take a pump. Yeah, it's there. Right, what I've been dealing with this morning in my head, because I process information, well, we all do, but what I've been dealing with is, this is pathetic when I say this, conversations from Monday. I think this is part of the Asperger's thing, and this is why men with Asperger's are generally, they are vulnerable from narcissistic women. So the problem is that narcissistic women are sort of normal. So it's normal for a woman to be narcissistic. So the problem with dealing with that is that they are all like that. That's why you sort of older men kind of ignore women, you know, because when they're younger they're needing their hole and that, so they put up with all sorts of weird behaviour from women. But the older men, so on Monday I was at a meeting which is supposed to help my mental health, and there's a woman there, and I'm like, okay, so she's like, so when people are saying things, you've got to work out what's it for, and I worked out what it's for. It's taken me 2 days. Now the problem I've got is that how do you respond to people? And what this woman did was she attacked my appearance about 3 times or something, which doesn't seem, it doesn't seem like a big deal. It was, but I've realised what it is. It took me 2 days. She's jealous, and she actually used that word, jealous. She accused me of being jealous, and she's got a lot of what the fuck is going on here? What in the name of Burt Reynolds is going on here? You know, we've all got to get to work. So, you know, how long have you lived there? You know. So, this woman, and I don't think I should really take it too personally, because I think she's just a general bitch. You know, and unfortunately they've given her a role as a volunteer to help people with mental health problems. And so I don't want to, like, I've had trouble with her a few times since she started there. I don't want to be the one, you know. So basically I decided just to sort of just cope with her, you know, like, and not be the one that gets rid of her, so to speak, you know. But I could, but why would you bother doing that? You know, but it's like, I think, well, why don't you help her deal with her toxic childhood traumas? Well, I can't, because she doesn't want to deal with them. She just wants to offload them on everybody else, and that's her narrative. It's not my, you know. That's what she's doing. She's a damaged person. She actually admitted she had mental health problems. So they've given us a woman who's got mental health problems. But you could say, well, that's a good idea. At least, like, if they get somebody who's got mental health problems, do they understand what we're going through? Well, no, because as somebody who's helping people, so you're in a counselling role, a volunteer to help people. It's no good if you're shaming people or playing like manipulative games. And a classic thing she does is she buys us. She'll ferry people around in her car and stuff. and she'll buy stuff, pay for things, which is it kind of makes it difficult for you to dump the narcissist when they're doing that to you. If they're paying for things, yeah, I find it difficult. Yeah. But basically, I sort of try to just keep a calm sort of thing on it. I fell out with her quite badly. She was pushing that feminist stuff. The first time she was there. That sort of, she was doing the externalisation thing when she wanted to save all the women in India, you know. Yeah, well, stick to what's manageable. So it's interesting, but it's like it doesn't really matter, and it's like she's a typical woman, I suppose. But the other ladies have noticed it as well. Is the other thing. I think, yeah, the other ones, when I fell out of her, they stayed quiet, and that they did not join in with. And that was an indication that they agreed with what I was saying. So it's like in a group setting. So being in a group setting with women, if you're not a woman, is treacherous, you know. So, but I seem to, mainly because they're decent people. The majority of them, they've just got problems and that, you know. And I think they're all right, and that's the end of the day. But this one's she's like a predator. I would say, yeah, she's like a predator that's been put in there, and she's got her own issues. She doesn't seem to want to deal with them. So that she'd fight. She'd kick, scream, and fight, metaphorically, if you tried to expose her to her own feelings. And mind me, my sister was a bad example. I mean, I was watching a video yesterday about some of the plane crashes in America, being women pilots, and you know, I mean, without really being too flippant about it, there's a lot of comments about women not listening to men, and that's some kind of feminist thing. Well, why should they be told what to do? But that's two serious air accidents in the US. But you could also say, well, men don't listen to other men, or, you know. So I'm not really sure about that. So it has to be scientifically proven, but it certainly kind of looks like that. Well, the DEI thing, where people are given jobs for diversity and equality rather than for actually being really good at what they do, you know, is the issue. So, right. So it's been just sort of bothering me a wee bit this morning, but I do that. I go over things after they happen, and it's part of that Asperger's thing. I think it's an obsessive thing. So I waste my energies on things that don't matter. I mean, or maybe it's a survival. You know, it's a survival technique. So I know that woman hates me. She does, and she wants me dead. And that's not an overreaction, and that's not my problem. It's her problem. And it's not unusual either. A lot of women hate me, so a lot of women hate other women, and a lot of them hate men as well. So it's a very sort of, that's why it's a catcalling thing, you know. And that's kind of like how they rock, I suppose. Meanwhile, her man's away earning money. Right, that's how it works. She's spending, he's earning. I mean, she doesn't have a fucking job, does she? She's a volunteer. You know? Lives in a fucking upper middle class area, you know. That's why she's jealous of me. She is fucking jealous because she can see, because well, you just don't know when you meet people. You don't fucking know. There's all sorts of people go to these groups, all sorts, you know. There's all sorts. I think what's happened is there's an entitlement. There's feminism, new age feminism, gave this entitlement that these women demanded, that they would have 4 circles. 4 fucking circles, right? And at a BMW and all that, when they should be having children, you know, and that's for fulfillment. So for proper fulfillment, family and children. At the end of the day, Audis, BMWs, and all the detached houses you like, they don't make you happy. I don't think so. But there we go, we've been going over that quite a while, so thanks for watching, bye! Lynn has forgot something. See that's a... Why do we all need personal numbers then? Yeah, well, we don't need them, do we? But is that your typical going into home bargains? So it's like what's that, Jaguar? I'm looking at human behaviour. That's what I'm doing. Human behaviour. Lynn. Is kind of human behaviour. Yeah, it's like quite fascinating though, isn't it? Oh, we've got Reginald Mo husband coming in with a Honda. Oh no, they just reversed in there to cause me. Attempt number 2. Right, so I was planning on hello and welcome to the channel. I was planning on this. I was planning on going up to do a video, and then I realised I haven't brought the gimbal with me, so what we'll do is we'll go home and we'll go out later, probably go down to the Scale roundabout. That's what we'll do. So it's a Jaguar. A Jaguar. So it's a modern life. You've got women deserve a decent car. It's got... Fucking hell. It's got to be a Jaguar. It's got to be a BMW, an Audi. So it's like their expectations. The social analysis we're doing right here. It's got to be of, you know, mediocrity is not acceptable. It's brand imaging. Brand imaging. So they have to have, you know, the best. So that's like, it's a very weird thing because they're now in the workplace and they're being pushed into dog eat dog world, where, why can't you just go fucking home? Do you have to sit here and talk about this? Where they've got to compete. And that's what I mean, the feminism thing is the worst fucking thing imaginable for anyone. It's communism, isn't it? Communism for women. But they want the new cars with it. Does that make sense? No, does it? Fuck. None of it makes sense. Not fucking any of it makes any sense whatsoever. It just doesn't make sense. Citylink bus. It doesn't make sense. It's shite and it doesn't make sense. So we'll have a wee look at Milton Roundabout. How's that for compromise? Yeah. I like this roundabout. Fantastic trees in it, and then they chopped them all down. I don't know what the plan was, but it's pretty crap really. I could have pulled that. It's a bit too near close to the edge of the road. I don't know what the plan was with that. Right. So yeah, so it's this very weird world we've got where so there's this ostensible wealth. Ostensible, what does ostensible mean? Did you just make that word up? I think you did. It sounds like you did. You just fucking made it up, didn't you? So we don't have a gimbal, so we're gonna just talk about a few things. So there's a lot of weird things going on in the world. So that was like, is that a new tree? Is that bushes they've planted or trees or what? It was fucking lovely here. This is where I got followed by pullover man. The pullover man. And got a problem possibly with we might have trouble with this because it's in the wrong app, but I'll need to get my glasses on and see what's happening. So that's the Peugeot. Is it the Peugeot? Yeah, I think it's sitting the C5 looks like that, doesn't it? The C5. What we'll do is we'll just do a quick video here. I'm fucking what, 5-10 minutes or something. I'm not too confident about getting trucks here. You do get them here, but not that many. Sometimes you get them. Sometimes. This is where Robert and Bruce. Well, over there, all the way around there, all the way up and over, is where the battle took place. All around. And all around. Yeah, so it's just an interesting thought how people live their lives and everything. I mean, it is very interesting. So, leaning this lamppost. All you're looking at is a sign when you do that. Oh wait a minute, the fence has come down. Yeah, maybe that was that wind that caused that. Electric cars. Don't like electric cars. It's quite interesting. It's quite a funky little roundabout though. A little mini roundabout. You get lots of shit happening in a mini roundabout. Still seems to be working alright. Pretend I'm looking at lampposts. Right, so what you've got to do is stand right in the middle of that roundabout, and you're using a diesel van, eh? Get on with it, yeah, zip merge. They'll zip merge. So women have been made to compete in this modern capitalist society, which has got these I can't even explain it. It's got undertones of communism, green communism. So it's like nuanced. Is it nuanced? It's all blended in. So they reach the 30s and that 40s. They've got to have a fucking massive SUV, a detached new build. 2 salaries coming in. They're big salaries, probably. Well, for the lucky ones. But for the unlucky ones, they're living off benefits. The problem is with this AI that's coming in, I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work out for everyone. just don't really know how it's going to work out. So we're all like cogs in some machine, is that what we are? Am I a cog in a machine? Oh, I've had some really weird comments from a guy. A guy. And he's accused me of all sorts of things. I got told to get a job as well. But I didn't. Linda Ferguson did. Don't know who the fuck that is. But it certainly ain't me. And I'm waiting for a quiet bit so I can cross over, and it just hasn't happened yet. Purple cactus. It hasn't happened yet. Let's go and have a walk around. Oh yeah, maybe get over. Maybe. Nah, not really. It's fucking busy. Well, I'm just going to walk round and get going. Go and have some breakfast. I'm going to have a look at that field. Oh, you should have went for a walk. Let's go and do that then. Let's go for a walk. Hello and welcome to the channel. You've already welcomed them, because this is going to be added to another bit. Here we are at Bannockburn, but it's not Bannockburn. It's Finns of Milton, but it's not Finns of Milton. Is it St Ninians? Is it St Ninians or is it Finns of Milton? It's definitely not Bannockburn. But here we are anyway, where the Robert the Bruce Memorial is situated here in Bannockburn, which isn't Bannockburn, it's St Ninians. Or it's Finns of Milton, I don't know. It's in a field. Is it Charters Hall? Is it Charters Hall? Charters Hall's over there. Yeah. It's over there. Spot on there. This is where Robert the Bruce's horse hoofed its last hoofer and froze in terror. It wasn't really very fair for the horses, was it? Think of these battles. I mean, that's terrible, wasn't it? What happened to the horses? Or some functions may. So we've got a problem with. Oh, brilliant. So my thing's going to. It says it's heating up. My device. When are you going to get yourself a decent device? That's a good point. Right, so that's that. Alright? We're going to have a look at the other bit. Now. Okay, we'll walk round this. I think that's only fair that the audience gets to look right round it. Right. It's an impressive statue. Yeah, of course it is. Yep. Sun is in my eyes, I can't see what I'm filming. What's new? Great camera work. Right, so let's go and have a walk around this thing that still hasn't been. I think it's twisting out. You can see it. Look, it's the nature of the wood. I think. So they've made the wood, and then it's curved its way out. Let's walk around. It's sort of quite interesting. The nature, how the sun reacts to these buildings. And this building, of course, doesn't serve any function other than to remind you you actually hate the English. I don't hate the English, but well, I will do by the time I walk down here. Look at that beautiful countryside. That's fucking amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. So it looks quite good there. You know, like the circle. But when you get around there, it's came out. It sort of came out of its differ, out of sync. You can see it's not circular. Oh, the music's playing. So what I'm going to do, we'll walk right around it, and walk round inside it, and then move on to the next section of the next section of the video. At least this is taking my mind off negative people. I waste a lot of energy talking about negative people. Oh look, look. See that? See how perfect that is there? The round bit. I wonder what happened there. How did it? Is it something to do with the rain? The varnish? The varnish? A lot of these things are preventative. Lack of funding. So, look what's happened there. It's kind of coming away. Not all that bad there though. I wouldn't say it's all that bad. But they're obviously not wanting people to stand under it. Right. Aye. So we'll walk around the inside of it. So for a lot of people coming here, if they're from the States or something, Australia, and they've got Scottish descendants, they see this as really, really important. But in actual fact, it's a lot of bullshit. And if you're trying to find yourself, but who am I to, you know, who would I be to spoil the fun for you and tell you the truth, you know? Because the reality is, I'd just carry on indulging yourself in the fantasy, because that's all it is really. This is the middle classes, isn't it? Flying around the world, burning up carbon claptraps. Aye. So, yeah, I mean, it brings a lot of tourism to Scotland, to Stirling, centre of Scotland, you know, the owner. Look at that beautiful countryside over there, that's lovely. It's a lovely day for it as well, so it's that's all them bolts there, look, it's all going twisted, look. It's all went a bit funny. This wall's in good nick. Yeah. I don't know whether to walk along that wall or go down and walk back up. I could do both. Oh, that's really, this must have been done recently. It's a bit of a twist there. You see, I used to be in the building industry, so I noticed shit. Shut it, nobody cares. The grout's coming out. So, nobody cares that you're in the building, so fuck off. Nobody cares. When you're doing videos, you've got to say, what are you doing it for? And I suppose like I'm sitting there thinking, no, I'm going to alienate my audience. But then you're only going to have a specific type of audience, aren't you? Like Mr. Ballin's got millions and millions of viewers. And he's getting it right, I'm getting it wrong, but I suppose you've got to ask yourself, what are you doing it for? That's for a laugh, innit? That's what I'm doing it for. Just for a laugh. Aye. Why? Right. Enough. Right, you still haven't walked around it. Have you? So here we are in this amazing structure, and what we've got in this town, this city, is a huge problem with DRUGS. But that's a subculture. But it's not a subculture. It goes through all the different social scenarios. I was going to say classes there. I stopped, so I didn't say it. So talking about who's getting sold. Hey, somebody's losing out, isn't there? That's why things are trying to be done fairly, equally, and even when they are, people will think they're losing out. So, right, okay. So we've been around it, we're going to go now. We'll bring up a ladder next time, we'll climb up on top of that thing. Aye. So what you got a feel for this place, and if you did, I've probably ruined it for you. He got the house. He's still in the house. I was like, you know, and a lot of that's based on feelings. It's not based on logic. My ex was on about that. It's how she's going to get her mother's house. She told me that. I says, what about your two brothers and your sister? I'm getting the, and it's just like it was totally illogical. It was like, don't you think you should share it with them? Nope. And it's like, it's insane. And that's an example of somebody who's just like dumb, you know, has no conceptual awareness of, why are you going on this? Because no conceptual awareness of anybody else. And then the greed as well. When they're greedy like that, they're very often, they've got really bad health, and the greed that they have doesn't actually, like if they were to get the house and everything, it wouldn't really help them anyway, it would kill them. It's insane. That's why you need laws, and that's why we have solicitors and all that crap, right? So anyway, thanks for watching this video. I'm going to piece it together with other ones, but you can just, I'll put it on its own as well. So thanks for watching. Bye. So welcome to this video. We're going to do a bit of truck spotting. We're at bit of truck spotting. That is the M9. Yeah, because it is the M80 up there, and it becomes the M9. Is that how it works? Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. The M9 becomes the M80. I just, you know, annoying thing, just before we started videoing there, Freeland Freight went past. My pal works for him. I'd like to have videoed that. And I was just too late. It's bad timing. Bad timing. So we're going to get any trucks here today. Yes, there's one, there's two. Right, so when people attack you, or that's probably too strong a word, or maybe it isn't too strong a word, they're doing it because they don't like you, or they're jealous of you. It's really they don't like themselves, I suppose, their own failures. And so this happened to me, well, it happens to me all the time. I think it's also because I don't conform to a lot of things as well, so there's a group attack, so these people must be attacked type mentality. We've got the sun on us, so it's maybe not ideal, but right, maybe not bollock. So I think that's kind of what happens, like, you know, just there's a group sort of thing goes on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's just got his sun's in my eyes. We'll go and try it to the other side. Well, this is maybe better here. There's a farmland there. Farm, it's beautiful, isn't it? Up here. Yeah, the North Third Reservoir's up there. Okay, right. So much of geography tour. So what happened yesterday? Ed Bolt. Well, I totally went in the huff with GB News. I don't watch it anymore. So I've been watching Good Morning Britain. So Ed Balls, who I previously didn't really like much, kind of came up with a cracker with the two angry women that took the Scottish, well, they took the Scottish Government to court or something over the definition of a woman, and they went to the High Court. So J.K. Rowling paid for it. So he says, Ed Balls says to this two women, there's two of them, one was there, another was on a video call. He said to her, so you want, it was like Jake, this guy was called Jake and he had a beard, but he was born female. So you want Jake to go into a women's toilet where my daughters might be. I don't want him going near my daughters. And this woman was adamant. And it just showed the hypocrisy, Alex Anderson, and the hypocrisy and the discriminatory behaviour of these two women and J.K. Rowling, that they were adamant that this guy Jake was a woman, so he was a woman, so he must go in a women's. So that was the other side of it, the side that they'd rather we didn't. At first when this came out, they weren't really talking about that too much. You know, it was all about trans women, well they say men in dresses, going into women's. Because the whole thing is a moot point, right? We know that, and I think a lot of these presenters and that know that as well. So they just, for a bit of fun, they don't bother tackling that, which is, there's no legislation in the UK regarding toilets, which is why this whole thing's going to get flung out by the ECHR, European Community of Human Rights, and there's a transgender woman judge, is taking it to the EHCR, and they are just going to laugh at it because in Europe they don't have the same prudish behaviour regarding toilets. So if this is the best these men-hating feminists can come up with, is this the best they can come up with? Well, they're not doing very well, are they? Because it's pretty pathetic, really, if that's the best they can come up with. So I was just thinking about maybe going to the end and zooming in. Zoom, see if we can get a truck, or maybe go back the other way. So, well, there's a bit of graffiti. Yeah. Let's see if we can do it from here. You can actually stand up on this rail. Right. That's quite a fall down there, like. Now the reason why this side is, I know the truck seem to be the other side, that's unfortunate, is because the sun's on us the other side. They're all going that away. Transmit group. I'll zoom it in a little bit. DFDS. So it is inherently discriminatory, and it just shows you what if this is typical of women. Another thing about it is, who the fuck would want to be a woman? You know, like, that's the other side of it, but I mean, that's all that complicated stuff, but I mean, who the fuck would want to be a woman when they're demonstrably so horrible and selfish? You know, you're not being a decent human being by being discriminatory against men, and that's what this all comes down to. It's discrimination against men. You know, I'm going by their logic that trans women are men, so yeah, you're discriminating against men. Yeah, I'll go with that if you want. If that's the way you want to go with it, it's fine. I don't give a flying shite. Not really. So we seem to be getting, the majority of trucks seem to be going, well, not necessarily, but I think the truck spotting thing's a bit of an excuse, really, isn't it? Really, it's like, oh, you've got to be doing something. Truck spotting, so that's what you're doing. Is that a Volkswagen T4? It is. Oh, you made a right arse of that, didn't you? You did. It's about zooming it in at the right moment. Zooming it in at the right moment. Trailers. Stirling Transport. Lavery. GME. They're all coming. Mulgrew. I mean, to be fair, what happened is all these trans activists pushed the button too hard. Is what happened, yeah. Jenkinson. And that's what caused that kind of, well, it was the Scottish Government. The SNP was into that kind of type discordia. The SNP pushed it. Oliver Transport. I've got a friend called that. Oliver. Well, it could be Oliver. You get Oliver without the I. Oliver rather than Oliver. Oh yeah, look at this one. There's a wee squeak coming from somewhere. Oh, there's plenty of trucks a day. Oh aye. Cattle trucks piling up and down the road. We need diesel fuel to keep the haulage industry going, and we're shutting down Grangemouth. I mean, you can never open Grangemouth up again. What are they going to do with it? They're just going to sort of leave it, you know. I think that from a sort of naive standpoint, if they're going to leave all that stuff there, they're going to have to pay to keep it there, aren't they? The plan possibly would be to open it up again. Jim Radcliffe. Is it a Radcliffe or Radcliffe? Yeah. He'll be a D in the personality pyramid thing. Is it a pyramid? Or personality profiles? Like Genghis Khan. Jim Radcliffe would be one of them. Oh, you've got an overtaking manoeuvre going on here. Screw fix. Piling on through. Yeah. Perfectly safe. Ember bus. And I've got Royal Mail. And I've got a cattle truck there. Yeah. That Dice Carriers. Fucking missed Freeland Freight by a minute or so. I don't think they really got, well, they don't got them down here that much. They're from Aberdeen, but, well, they do actually, but it's catching a minute. Load the bike in. It's easier to catch the trucks. Cowper Limited, J&D Cowper. Seen them a few times. That'll be Jenkinson. Going to Cowie, West Fraser. So our whole society revolves around diesel fuel and oil and everything. So to try and pretend it doesn't is just so stupid, it's unbelievable. Oh yeah. You know. Walk the dog. Really thin. Oh, jeez. Let's try this side and then we'll get going. Oh, you've got that thing in the way, haven't you? You have the trees in the way as well. Good night coming down there, there's Jenkinson over there. Right, I think that's time. Gonna have to get going in a minute. Brewdog, oh aye. So it's how to defend yourself from narcissistic abuse is the problem. How do you do it? People who are at it. And how can you... So Jefferson Fisher explains sort of how to bat answers to questions. And my problem is, I forget, or I'm not quick enough off the mark well, quick enough, that's part of the problem. Well, you need to slow down a bit. Their sort of natural instinct is to fight people, and I mean that metaphorically. So say like you go, I'm going to go back and sort that woman out. You know, when actually the best solution is avoid them. Completely avoid them is the best solution. You know, that's how to go about it, is avoid them. Don't go into battle with narcissists, you won't win. You know, so you just won't win. It's not going to work for you. Right, time to go. Stephen and Son from Wick. Right. Just, oh, look how the truck's coming. So busy. Right, we're going. We're going slightly obsessed with this. We're going. So thanks for watching so far with this video on the M9. Hey and welcome to this video. We've been out doing a live out there. There's beautiful scenery and beautiful day. There's from Bargains down there. So that goes to Charters Hall. Well, that's bed and breakfast over there. What's going on up here? There's traffic. Stuck in traffic. It's wonderful being on holiday, isn't it, when you go like somewhere and you get up, have breakfast, go for a wander, and you go for a couple of drinks. Yeah, do with that actually. Maybe get a drink today. I had a bottle of Newcastle Brown Ale with my tea last night. I'll probably do the same again tonight. A little bit of alcohol, just a little bit of alcohol, not too much. Alright, there's a Jaguar funeral car. Yes, very nice. Jaguar XJ6. Yeah, I was trying to remember what it's called. Alright. There's somebody stopped up there which is causing this traffic mayhem. Right, we're going to do a shout out for a cat, a missing cat. Right, please help me find our cat, Luna. It's a tabby cat, looks young. Oh, a beautiful cat. Missing from Mayfield Street since 10 PM Wednesday, 12th February. That's a while, isn't it? She is a small grey tabby, 1.5 years old. Please check sheds, garages, need to see, and to know if you see her, thank you, phone Lynn, 07540 424 142. That's been a while now, Lynn. I'm sorry to hear about your cat going missing. I assume it's still missing. She or a he? Is it she? Luna. She's a small grey cat. Just like my Mittens. Mittens was like that. Right, so I hope you find your cat, and I hope the cat's okay. I hope you have found your cat. But that sign looks quite fresh, so I think the cat's probably still missing. That's terrible, isn't it? Yeah. That's the thing with cats, you know, I mean, you have to get sort of hardened to it. You have to be quite tough. You know, I don't know what the fuck's going on up here. Why is that? What's going on up there? That door's been open for a while. It's causing a hell of a fucking traffic issue. Oh, both doors are open. It's very weird. I mean, it's not so bad, the near side door being open, but the off side door being open is not a good idea. You can't sit like that. And I don't want to make life more difficult for them than what it already is. Aye. So they've got the door open, both doors, in a really bad bit. So it's a really bad place they're in. I'm across the road actually, and so don't know. The motorbikers, it's causing fucking mayhem. I think it's with the door being open is making it even worse. So. Door. Oh, they've shut it. They've shut the door. Shut it. some kind of breakdown situation. I mean, that was, I don't know what the fuck they were doing there, but really bad. Yeah. Right, let's get back down. Get down to the back to Bears. With that kind of expectant. That's the thing about the expectancy. And they've got really good hearing as well, as another issue. I can give a fuck. I do actually. They've got very good hearing. So it's entitlement, and that's designed, I think it's designed to bring children up actually, and keep children safe. And of course it's got ruined with a... Here comes the bus. Now we're going to have a problem here with this bus. Dundee M8. Now, so the van stopped. Oh yeah, so that's the build up. That's how the traffic builds up. So the bus stops, and then it just bogs it right up. So, but at least he's opening the door again. What the fuck is he doing? I actually know. Why does he have to open the door like that? Oh, that's at a bus stop, of course. Yeah. So the bus is pulling out now. Yeah. Is the bonnet open? I don't know if it is. Yeah, I just need to get going in a minute. Right, so we're going to head off. To right, so we've got a problem here. We've got something wrong with the van. So we're going to head off back to get. We're going to go and get going. So we're going to get going. Is what we're going to do. So let's go for it and get going. Right, down to this roundabout, back to the car is what we're doing. Oh, we've got another big bus coming. That's how the traffic gets held up here. Got a double decker coming right now, and we've got Clancy's overtaking. Clancy is overtaking the broken down vehicle, and a megabus is going for it. It's all very tricky. But I don't know if I want to help. Fuck no. Make things worse. And here's the coppers. Coppery dopperies are involved. I wonder if there's... Nah, probably not. I mean... They don't want to get involved in all that shite, do they? No. Lovely sunny day to go out and have a ride on the motorbike. There's a bus coming. Citylink is coming. Aye. Hey, they've letting a woman drive a bus. Oh my god. He's at the door again. Probably trying the... Normally what I would do is I would put the electric window down and then reach my hand in to try and start, if that's what he's doing. Right, are you going to be able to climb up here? Ugh. Oh Jesus, with great difficulty. Ugh. So, it's conked it. Well, I guess what the problem is, it's probably something going to do. Oh, there's a truck coming. Yes. Excellent. I'm going to have to not put so many shorts on, I've just got too many. Right, aye, it's McGon Brothers. Mabel. Oh yes, yes, yes. Good bit of truck spotting there. Right. So it's time to get going. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll get you in the next one. Truck spotting video. No truck spotting video. It's looking at life. Looking at life is what it is. Yeah, looking at life. Oh, it's gone quiet. That hasn't it? Right, we're going to go now. That broken down camper van is causing quite a bit of issues, but don't know what the hell they're trying to do. Alright, I'm getting a text coming in, so we're gonna have to go. So thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye. Every time I go to leave, there's also an amazing truck comes. I can hear something coming. Right, I can hear something coming. Where? Oh, there it is. There's it. It's a skip lorry. That's what it is. It's just a skip lorry. And here's a car parked quite nicely. Right. Bye. God, it's warm in here. Hello and welcome to the channel. Time to get back down the road. Hello. Cancel your indicator. Hello and welcome to this video. So I'm aiming to put all these videos together. I realise I don't know if I've probably pushed the data to the edge. The limit. The data. Yeah. Oh yes, take up the whole road. Oh yes. Take it all up. Take it all up. Oh yeah, that happens every time there. I think one of the issues is that we've got green communism, but we've also got bigger cars. So there's a lot of contradictions going on in how we do things. In that, say something like, oh well, we need to start, so then they go in. The biggest obvious scam of it was Tesla. So you want to do something about the planet, and you introduce a luxury motor vehicle, which is what Tesla is, and then it's a very expensive luxury motor vehicle, and then you use taxpayer funding to subsidise it. There's money coming out of it's coming out of the public purse. The revenue that's not been taken because of the tax incentives and stuff. And then, so that I heard yesterday, first hand, that the insurance companies are refusing to insure your property and its contents if you've got an electric car parked in the drive. So then what could possibly happen is the government might then step in and cover the insurance again. So that's using taxpayer funded cash, subsidised by taxpayers. It's all on this fake, false narrative. Fake narrative, yeah. It's all a falsehood. My God, it's a freaking heat wave. 32 degrees. Jesus Christ. Hello and welcome to the show. It's a heat wave. It says 31 degrees in the car. It's fucking roasting. It's fairly got hot compared to what it was a minute ago. Oh yes. Take your time. Come on, BMW. Come on. Oh yes. I remember the glory days when you could. I used to live in Aberdeenshire. Well, there were glory days. It wasn't for the fact that I got married twice. But I used to drive around, and there wasn't really much cameras or anything about, or police around. And like myself, and most people like me, just pretty much drove flat out. And actually, looking back now, cars available back then were fairly reliable. So I'm talking about the 80s and the 90s. So Vauxhall Cavaliers, for example, you could drive fast, comfortable, economical, easy to fix, reliable. Okay, rust. Yeah, they rusted a bit. They were cheap, plentifully available. I mean, the fleet market would buy new cars and then this would fizzle down. So lately, the last 10 years, it's been absolutely disastrous. They've messed up the motor industry deliberately on this fake climate nonsense. Hasn't done anything for the climate. Now we've got a toxic time bomb, or these lithium batteries, that what will happen is they all go bankrupt, all these companies go bankrupt, so they'll just pass the cost on to the cost will get, come on, fucking hell, Ewan, Jesus, that van's away. Oh, he's gone in the wrong lane. What the fuck? That's what went wrong there. Ah, fuck it, we're going. Ah, there's two of them going the wrong way there. Well, who was at fault there then? Ewan, I think. think Ewan was at fault. The energy guy probably assumed that Ewan was turning left, but the markings on that road are not clear. But so was he going straight on, or well, not really? It was to the right, wasn't it? So I would say Ewan was wrong there. But if it was me, I wouldn't have went to the inside lane to turn right. No, I wouldn't have done that. So we had plentiful cars available. I didn't have a lot of money back then. I didn't really have any money. I had children and women. I had a drink habit, and I just had enough. I used to have enough money for me to get drunk, over and above everything else. I'm talking about 20 quid for scrap or something. So that's all I had to my name. It was tough. It was a waste of fucking time, but my genetics have carried through. That's all I can say about it. Everybody goes in, most people go into things with good intentions, but reality is that women are evil, and Carol Young says so, so it must be true. He said it, and I agree with him. So what happened is, I got stuffed over as usual, and I came out of it, survived, and here I am. Survived. I survived. I will survive. I will survive. Aberdeen, I was from Aberdeen. Aberdeen. So it's up near Aberdeen that I lived, and it was, so we would get in the car and drive fucking 90 mile an hour, 100 mile an hour, and then we'd go to the Aberdeen car auctions, buy cars there. I think really my life was a bit of a disaster in that I was not really, well, that's how you learn. That's how you are the person you are today. That's how I learned. That's how I learned. So I'm approaching retirement age, well, sort of thing, whatever that is. You can't really say that anymore, can you? Because I fucking change it all the time. It'll be fucking 75 by the time I reach that. Anyway, it's all been a fucking laugh. So I was learning. It took me a long time to learn. That's the biggest thing I can say about it. Wherever I have actually learned does not matter, but I believe that I have to some extent. And so what happened was I got duffed over, and that's what happens in normal life. So everybody gets done over, don't they? It's a natural part of life. Yeah. Natural part of life. I can't believe how fucking hot. What is this? Is when I should have been painting the car. Yeah. What the fuck? Is this traffic lights? Jesus Christ. So what I was trying to do was get all the shorts off and get the film, the videos. And that's what I've been doing. And there's a friend's Jaguar is needing picked up from the garage, and the guy's he's wanting to leave early. So I think it's probably he'll be wanting to play. Hello, I've got 55,000 miles of headroom. 55,000 miles of headroom today. Right, you're in the Jiggly app. We've been having trouble with the other. See, that other app actually does work all the time, it never really freezes. It's just that it's fucking terrible. Alright. We're live. It's working alright. Right, where are we? Right, we're in a Jaguar. It's not my car, so I've got to be careful how I drive it. So, trying not to have a crash. Fuck it, we're waiting. No, there's a Nissan Kumquat coming. Oh, there's a dog in a fucking car jumping up and doing, is that some kind of teddy bear or something? Right, the two of us letting me out, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, we're in a... No! We're driving! Sorry if it's a bit jiggly. It's a bit oh, shit. Sorry. I'm too busy checking it. Right. What is that noise? Oh, it's a big car. It's bigger than my Citroen C3. Indicating to come off. Wow. A bit of acceleration there. Which seems to be futile because we're stuck behind traffic. My hat's fucking blown off. My hat's away. Oh dear, my hat McGandy, it's gone. Is there anything in front of me? Push bike. We have 8 cylinders today, folks. Nice smooth delivery of performance. I feel a bit weird without having a roof though. It's not really something that I particularly like. I wouldn't particularly want a convertible. The reason being that the weather we've got just now is common in Scotland. Don't even know if the thing's still working right. I've got it away over that side because I can't see it very well from here. That's because I'm charging it up. Is really why. It seems to be working alright. That said 30 zone ends. Somebody turned that. I don't know. How would you go like mostly through the village and then as you're coming out of it, it changed to 20? Somebody messed about with the sign? Or is it 30 and then 20? Oh, these bastards are all. When I get rid of these politicians, they're all fucking morons. Absolute morons. It really fucks me right off the shite they talk. The things they do, it's not they talk, it's just things that they do. Fucking up everything. Truck spotting. running out of road. Oh, guys. Oh, the battery is going. So there's it there. Got a picture of it right outside Thermalite. The Jag XK8. Pretty cool. Cool car. Well, so you have to put your foot on the brake to get out of park. So thanks for coming along this video. We're delivering this for a friend. It's just been MOT'd. I'm still feeling, despite the fact the window's open, I'm still feeling hot. The roof, sorry, not the window. So thanks for watching, and that's a good big bye bye from me. Was a dog barking? I thought somebody was shouting at me when I drove down there the first time. Alright, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. There you go, bye. Right, bye! Hello and welcome to this jiggly video. There's a lot of weird things happen in life, and so I got a hateful comment came in, quite a nasty one, and I was sort of like, hey, welcome to the channel, and it was sort of like, I'll admit it's bothered me, but I went, why argue with somebody like that? I haven't blocked MD for ages, but I blocked this guy, right? It was really hateful. It was like horrible. It wasn't even anything to do with the video in question. It's all cat's eyes here. So I went and blocked him, and I think that, so what you do, you can have a bit of come and go with people, but if somebody's going to stoop to completely hateful comments, you know, you need to just block them, and they can carry on hating. Like, he hates me, right, so he can carry on hating me at his leisure, but I don't want nothing to do with it, sort of thing. That's really how it is. And he can find somebody else to hate. There's another thing. That's how it works. Go and find somebody else, you know, somebody. So like, it's all a bit weird, but that's just the way to be fair, I mean, sometimes I'll say things that are maybe intellectually superior to some of them, so they're not going to like it. So that's when they get hateful, because they can't really articulate themselves very well. So they'll come away, they can't articulate themselves. They cannot. There's a lot of people that are unhappy, and they just want to share their unhappiness and their toxic shame, childhood trauma. They just want to hand it over to a complete stranger, and that's why they do it. So that's fine. So I can have a wee moan about it, 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes or half an hour. I could spend the whole video talking about it, but the next time, totally forgotten about it, and they'll still be stuck with their toxic shame and their childhood trauma, and try to share it out with me, and that's the way it goes. So we've been talking about 20 zones with this other guy. He's just not really making any sense. He just doesn't seem to believe me. If you want to take me on about 20 zones, well, the reality is that I am right, which is that they're not legally enforceable in Scotland. And the reason that I am insisting that I'm right is because there has been no evidence presented to me in the contrary. So that's why I hold that position. So I'm not holding that position because I've started holding it or something, and I'm refusing to back down from it. I'm holding that position because I believe it. Well, I'm 100% certain that is the truth. That 20 zones are not legally enforceable in Scotland. And why do I think that? Well, because it's quite simple. There's sort of 3 elements to it. The Audi 80 is that Police Scotland are refusing to clarify the matter under Freedom of Information request. I didn't send the request, somebody else did. Police Scotland are refusing to clarify. They gave some reasons or excuses, you would call them that. So if they're not going to clarify, that's suspicious, isn't it? Like, why won't they clarify? Surely that would be in their interest to clarify that. So you want to know the truth? Yeah, sure, 20 zones we're going to bust you for that. But they're not saying that. And if you read the posts on Facebook and everything that Police Scotland put out, they're written in a surreptitious manner, so they don't actually say they're going to prosecute. They might say they'll prosecute you in a 20 zone, but it won't be for speeding. It could be for careless driving, or it could be for speeding over 30. So that's one thing. So Police Scotland are refusing to clarify. So the other thing is, you could go and find a person, man or woman, who's been done for speeding between 20 and 30 miles per hour in a 20 zone in Scotland. And I don't know, how did they show you the letter? they can blank out their address, and they can show you the letter that shows them being fined in that 20 zone. So that would be easy. You would just go on the internet, there'd be people that would be easy to find. But the reason you can't find that is because nobody's been prosecuted. So the third way would be to get into the legislation and show the legislation in force. Right, now, so what you could say, well, what are you talking about? So, well, in 2019 the Scottish Government put a bill through and it fell. So that's what they call it. It fell, meaning it failed. So then you say, oh well, that was 2019. So you say, have they done it again? And the answer is, no, they haven't. Right? So then you go, oh well, they've just put it in then. So why did they put a bill to the Scottish Parliament in 2019 if they can just put it in? So you're not being sensible at all. You're not putting this a purposeful argument. You're just being stupid like a little girl or boy saying, because you don't want to lose the argument. So basically, the Scottish Government have not put the bill through again since 2019. Therefore, 20 zones are not legally enforceable. Right? That's a fact. Right? So this guy's arguing with me, and he's going by the signs. So he produced evidence that signs are legally. So basically, what he's saying is the sign. So the sign is round and it's got a red marker around it. So that's legally binding. So what he's not understanding, or I don't know if he does or not, that's like the sign has to be a specific shape, and it has to be, so like you and I, or a farmer, for example, we can go and you could put a sign up here, like fresh eggs or something, right? That doesn't mean it's legally binding, does it? It's just a sign. So he seems to think that because they put the signs up, so what he's saying means that 20 zones, you don't need an act of parliament. All you need to do is put a sign up. So I says, well, if I put a sign up around your bike saying it's not yours, that means it's not yours then. Is that what you believe? And he's like, he's just being fucking belligerent. He's losing, and he doesn't. So this guy's not going to back down. I mean, he hasn't got really hateful so far. I mean, if he does, I'll have to block him. But I don't really like blocking people. It kind of spoils things. So that's really it. I mean, the 20 zones. So he's saying I'm talking not. So he's saying that all the things that I've said, because I've written them down, is nonsense. So he hasn't said why they're nonsense. So you could comment on this video and say, if you think it's nonsense, can you please write down, type in the comments why what I'm saying that's wrong, and explain it. And he's not done that. And the reason he's not done that is because he can't. Because it's not nonsense. So you can't just say something's nonsense without, coming up with some kind of. So a lot of people, what they do, they start. Well, I've had these discussions over the last couple of years, 3-4 years. They actually start attacking me rather than my argument, because they can't attack my argument, so they start saying, "Oh, you're this or that, or the other, or something." It's a common one on Facebook where they start attacking your spelling. That's why I have spell. That's not why I have spell check. But I realised, you're better to try not to have mistakes in your spelling and grammar. Too much. It's like pedantic behaviour. So you get people having a magnifying glass over your spelling. That's how they get back at you. It's but really, it doesn't. So that's just presenting your argument in the best. It doesn't have to be perfect, but present it in a reasonably understandable manner that it can be written. Right, so let's on to. So the hate crime guy that I blocked, he's saying a lot of stuff about me being a man and stuff and all that type of thing. And he was going on about the High Court. The problem he's got is he thinks he can be hateful because of a High Court judgment. The High Court judgment in the High Court, to say that a woman is a biological female, it hasn't changed the hate crime laws, so the transgender people are protected in the Equality Act, and it hasn't changed any of that. And if you watch the judgment and the guy reading it out, he categorically sat there and said, this is not a win for each side or the other side, and yet these lot just totally ignored that. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll get in the next video. Bye.